You push further into the forest, delve deeper. You push into the forest, delve deeper. Okay, I don't think you can... Oh, you can. You move through the shrubbery, forcing yourself through the forest despite the cold and darkness. Branches scrape at your skin as you push through the trees. You feel as if you've been walking through the darkness for forever. You're about to ready to give up and turn back when you... A small glow in the distance catches... Are we gonna meet, like, the alpha wolf boy or whatever? Despite your better judgment, your curiosity gets the better of you, and you stray towards the light like a moth to a flame. The light almost seems to glow brighter as the closer you get, and eventually you follow the glow into a clearing in the forest. It's either going to be like a wolf or a fox, probably. The bright glow of the surroundings contrasts the darkness you had been shrouded in this entire time. You squint your eyes as they adjust to the drastic change in lighting. Oh, I was completely off. It's like a druid character or like a necromancer or something. I don't know. A sorcerer. This is actually very similar kind of to like an imagined scenario guided meditation thing that I've had that I gone through like a couple of weeks ago. Not exactly like this, but kind of similar in the vibe. In the middle of the ruins, you see a monstrous figure. He holds a staff, propping it vertically against the ground. You inch a little closer. Curiosity once again gets the better of you. Upon clearing the distance, you're able to hear him mumbling under he's speaking in tongues. His breath. His mumbles paired with his stance in the middle of ruins made the whole scene seem somewhat ritual-like. Between two plains, no man dares to step... Okay, hold on. Between two... I can't do this voice. Between two... Between two plains, no man dares to step foot. Rather, he can... That sounds so bad. Dreams of a purpose, an empty excuse for movement that has lost its direction. A single hand was never meant to hold the weight of what was never its own. You can only hear bits and pieces. What if he was saying, the weak remain weak so long as he cowers behind a guide. I cannot do it like a very deep voice, I think. The way. Oh, that's better. The way of thought never leaves. What was he talking about? What did he mean? You take another few steps forward, trying to get close enough to hear more. Or maybe it was like a chipmunk voice. A fool I was to think otherwise. Wretched self. To stand before you now. That's a little bit better. Before you could close even more distance, the sudden thought of the figure raising and slamming his staff into the ground startled you. You stumble backwards, almost falling flat on your back. You inwardly curse at yourself, cringing at the noise you made. Just cringing now. Cringe moment. You made despite it being minimal. The air goes still as the forest goes almost completely silent. Unwelcome guest. Yield before me. I kind of like that voice a little bit more. Immediately, you turn your heel and flee. You are in no state to deal with danger. You push through the trees, once again, running back in the direction you came. I'm just going to ditch Takanome, even though I do kind of like them. I just kind of want to see like what the character options are for now. The branches cut at your skin harsher than they did when you walked through just moments earlier. You hardly notice, but blood trickles down your arms from the flesh wounds. Your heart was racing. You pray to whatever god there may be, that whoever that wasn't trying to pursue you, and that maybe he wasn't dangerous. You turn your head in an attempt to look back and see, but before you fully turn, your foot gets caught on a root and you find yourself flying forwards. You crash into the ground, skidding across the forest floor and earning yourself a good amount of injuries. But the glow of the light was nowhere to be seen. You had gone far enough. A sigh of relief escapes your lips. You muster up the strength to push yourself up the floor. For a brief moment, you look at Takanomi's house. You feel like you shouldn't go back. You can just imagine his condescending voice. You turn in a different direction. Oh, okay, so now we're walking into town. You shift up. You feel your eyes dry when you open them, blinking slowly towards you, slowly to shield your sensitive pupils to the sun, to the sun's beaming rays. Is that Lambda? It's already moving, and you need to check out in an hour. Let's grab a quick bite first. Your stomach grumbles, and you realize you haven't eaten anything since you woke up in the forest. You stand up and stumble tiredly to the mirror in the bathroom, making sure you look presentable enough. That's what you look like, right? It feels weird to stare at yourself like this, but if you keep standing around, you'll be charged a late fee. It only takes a few moments for you to determine that your appearance was decent enough to face the public eye, and you quickly walk out of your room, eager to fill your painfully empty stomach with whatever food this town had to offer. As you walk down the inn corridors, you remember that you had seen what seemed to be a restaurant when you had first initially entered the inn. The thought of it had hastening your pace. After some walking, you finally enter the lobby where the receptionist was still standing behind the desk. She beams at you as you enter. Good morning. Good morning. Are you looking to have some breakfast? You nod. You briefly wonder how she knew you were looking for someplace to eat, but figure most people would be looking to eat breakfast at the... Yeah. Well, lucky for you, right over in the other room is a lovely restaurant and bar that serves wonderful food. I highly recommend it. You look over to where the receptionist was motioning. It's interesting how it goes from Takanome, who's like a bird, and then now the receptionist is presumably cat-like. Surely enough, it wasn't the area you had spotted earlier. All this time it wasn't roped off. Your stomach grumbles again, and you immediately make a beeline towards the bar. Just remember, don't forget to check out in time, or you'll be charged extra. The receptionist lets out a chilling laugh from behind you, sending a shiver down your spine. You quicken your pace. There weren't many people in the bar once you entered. Perhaps it was too early for some others. This is where I'm trying to be at. Or something like this. Like, I did my bartending course, and I applied to a few places. Nothing yet, but at some point, I do want to, like, try it out at least once, maybe, probably. You look around, taking in your surroundings. There were various roundhouse tables scattered. There seemed to be only one employee at the moment. A man containing goat-like features was standing behind the bar counter, back facing you as he cleaned what you think is a shot glass. You stand awkwardly at the entrance for a moment, continuing to look around from where you were standing until the bartender finally seemed to notice you. Ah, welcome in. Just one? Yes, just one. Sounds good. Sit wherever you like. I feel like this is probably the voice I would use if I were in a bartending situation. You take a seat at the bar counter, resting your arms on the surface. The bartender leisurely places a menu in front of you. We've got loads of good options. Don't rush in ordering. Yeah, yell Jin when you're ready to order. So he's the owner of Jin and Inn. Okay. Well, it's interesting because in the bartending course, the instructor was talking about how, at least over here where I'm at, we don't tend to use gin at all for the mixed drinks or any drinks for whatever reason. It's mostly like vodka, or like tequila. Not so much gin, but maybe in like other parts of the world, it's a little bit more common. Probably a lot more common. But anyway, you open the menu. Not a lot of items. Wow, 3 to 4 breakfast choices. Maybe they refresh the menu daily. That's what you tell yourself. You catch the goat in the corner of your eye. His stare lingers on you for a moment before he begins to walk off, presumably to tend to other matters. But before he walks far enough, he stops and looks over his shoulder in your direction. Hey, one more thing. Some guy paid for your meal, covered all the breakfast options available. Have at it. Did he pay for it, or... sorry, who? That's a secret, tweeted the little birdie. Never mind. That must be a lot of money, considering you said there were so many great options. Well, the prices aren't that expensive, just the highest prices available. Only for one meal, but it's worth your sigil. Sorry if I confused you. You finish scanning the menu and look up, but the bartender had already walked off before you could say anything. Thanks for visiting. You turn your head towards the door, but it had closed right before you could see who it was. Huh, wonder who that was. Never mind, you're ready to order anyways. You look up at the bartender right as he turns in your direction. Hold on, be right back. Get some water. Okay. You look up at the bartender right as he turns in your direction. He understands, or he seems to understand that you're ready to order and immediately makes his way towards you. What do you want? Could I get a, probably a chocoberry yogurt parfait. The other option seems kind of like, this seems better for exploring the town personally afterwards. Sure, no problem, just holler if you need anything else. He leaves to prepare your meal as you wait patiently. Here you go, hope you enjoy. Just holler if you need anything else. Oh, wait, one more thing. Could I have the leftover money? Oh, consider the leftovers as a tip. I put extra care into your food, you know? Fine. Anyways, enjoy your food. Oh, that was the only thing I could ask. You finish eating your food, letting out a sigh of content as you lean back in your seat. You feel pretty satisfied with your meal. As you're relaxing, your gaze falls onto the clock hanging near the restaurant ceiling. Oh no, it's nearly time to check out. You grimace at the thought of having to pay an extra fee just for checking out late. You don't know exactly how strict the receptionist is with deadlines, but you'd rather not find out. Your chair scrapes the floor as you stand up in a hurry, quickly yelling a quick "thank you for the food" as the bartender at the bartender before rushing out. Thanks for visiting. Come again. Maybes. After leaving the restaurant, you quickly rush to the inn's front desk just in time. The receptionist turns towards you, the smile on her face sending a chill down your spine. You figure she was pretty strict with deadlines. Congratulations, you made it in time. Her laugh seems tense. You get the feeling that she wanted you to be late. Who knew such a friendly-looking receptionist would be so money-hungry? You laugh awkwardly in response. Well then, I suppose you're all checked out. I hope you had a very nice day. Come again. Her smile shifts to warmth once again as she bids you farewell. She waves kindly as you turn and walk towards the door, opening it and stepping outside. This is the smile that Takanome was talking about. After checking out, your only option seems to be to explore the rest of the town. Yeah, I feel like Takanome and the receptionist at this inn had some beef, or like had something, had some lore in the past, perhaps. Anyway, after some walking, you find yourself at the town center. It's bustling with energy as people walk around, partaking in various different activities. The plumed male stands before you, his eyes wandering towards the sky. Oh, I'll watch from behind. If you have any new insight, tell me. Wait, what? Huh? The market area was the source of most of the energy, abundant with shops and restaurants. Further away, you're able to see a neighborhood of beautiful houses that you can only assume belong to those of the wealthy, as well as what looked like be a figure of a castle just a distance away. As you observe closer, you additionally notice a strange alleyway that you soon must lead somewhere. Okay. I'm going to investigate the alleyway. You walk towards the mysterious alleyway, intrigue taking over your mind. Upon approaching, you're greeted by a cold, dark, and murky atmosphere. The air you inhaled was stale. The setting puts you on edge, and you're unsure whether you should or not you should explore further. I think Umlum should maybe at least go with a companion if they're exploring like the depths of a forest or some random alleyways in a city. They're really operating on faith here. Anyway. Besides, what business could you have in a suspicious alleyway anyways? You're about to turn and walk back to the town center when you hear a voice call out. Hey, you. The voice comes from further down the alleyway. You squint your eyes in order to see into the musky darkness more clearly. Standing at the dead end of a alleyway, you see a peculiar woman waving her arm. It's a very interesting design. At first, you're not quite sure if she's calling out to you specifically, but it becomes more clear with her enthusiasm and increased insistence. She seems pleasant, despite her surroundings. She was definitely more pleasing to the eye compared to the alleyway. Wow. You hesitate. Was it really a good idea to walk into the suspicious alleyway to approach a stranger alone? You don't know her intentions. Maybe she knew you? Okay. Deny her advances without a second thought. Are you on something? This feels like a scam. How can I trust you? Ignore her. Approach her. I kind of like, are you on something? I can't help but feel slightly upset by your sudden insult. I admire your boldness, but perhaps it's best to keep some thoughts to yourself. No, I picked it up from Takanome. Regardless, I only wish to help a lady in need. It is not safe to assume that you don't have many options outside of this. Okay, let's approach her. After a moment's hesitation, you decide to carefully approach this peculiar woman, keeping your distance in case of danger. Once you're close enough, she speaks again. Oh yay, for a moment there, I wasn't sure if you were confident enough to approach. I'm glad that wasn't the case. Her voice is light and airy, like she lives in the clouds. Airy mentioned? Airy reference? Object show? You seem so troubled. I couldn't help but feel obliged to check in on a delicate lady such as yourself. You see, I, the wondrous Sylphie, happen to be a woman of many talents and possessions. Don't fret, my intentions are nothing but pure, you see. I have a good sense for things. I feel drawn to you. I sense that you've gone through a terrible string of events. Is it like the torn up dress and like cuts and bruises and scratches from like wandering through a forest? You're troubled. I can perceive that from miles away. You stick out like a sore thumb, a lost little bunny trying to find her way in a place she has no recollection of. You're familiar to others and yet so out of place. You're not required to listen to a stranger such as myself, but I have information that nobody else can provide you with. Even if there's only a small possibility that I can give you what you're searching for, wouldn't it do you some good to take that risk?